Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me on the 11th day of Frizzmas. We are rolling right along and I'm excited because today I'm going to be doing a mini haul of some perfumes that I have purchased from Sephora, and I've been wearing some of these for about a month or so, and some of them are like brand new. So if you want to hear about, I think I have 8 fragrances to talk about. Keep watching this video, let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you like smelling good too, definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So, how are you? I'm doing great. I really, it's tough trying to do a video for every day, but it's like a rush and I love hanging out with y'all. Oh, look y'all, I actually painted my nails using the Cleona polish that I got from the Creators and Friends I was talking about, the little combo. I can't remember the names of the shades and they're all the way over there. But look y'all, okay. We'll see how long this lasts because some of you are asking me like, how does the Cleona polish last? And I have no idea. So we're gonna find out, and that's that. I used a what do you call it? A bottom coat, a base coat, and then I used a top coat, and we'll see. I did 2 coats of polish, so I don't know. If you have nail tips, let me know, because I that's not my forte. All right, we're talking all about fragrances today. This look, because I know you're gonna be like, what you wearing? This is Bailey, y'all. Fatally Yours. And I'm hoping this video will be up tomorrow because I want to do 3 looks. So I was just playing around and did this look, but it actually turned out nice. And I did this look because I didn't have anywhere to go because, you know, the blues, me and the blues, give me the blues. But I like this. So, and I have the lipstick one as well. And I have a Gucci on top of that. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about smelling good. And over the past couple of months, these aren't even all the fragrances that I've purchased, but these are the ones I want to focus on today, and some of them are brand new. Some of them I've had for at least a month, and I just want to talk about how I'm liking them so far and what I think about them, because out of all the things that I've bought this year, the fragrances have been the most expensive, and a lot of them are blind buys for me. So let's get into it. Now I moved over because I'm pulling up the notes from Fragrantica, so you can just see, you know, the top, middle, and base notes. Please chime in if you have tried any of these fragrances or are interested in any of them. Now, just to give you an idea of my little scent profile, I want to smell like a snack most times, okay? I like to smell edible. I'm pretty extreme because if I don't smell edible, then I want to smell like the woods. I want to smell like a forest, something unisex. I go for things like that. So I'm pretty on opposite ends here. I think I have a pretty good mix today, and I hope you will enjoy what I talk about. The first fragrance that we're going to talk about is from Boy Smells, and it's Vanilla Era. And I happened upon this when I purchased Woodphoria. Woodphoria, this is one, I don't even know how to explain this one. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I can if you want it in another video. These are like, they call them genderful fragrances, but they're not gender specific, you know, and Woodphoria is one of those woodsy scents. When I saw Vanilla Era, I automatically knew that I wanted to try it because I love vanilla and I love being on a quest to find unique vanillas. So let me give you the notes in Vanilla Era and you'll see if this is something that you are interested in. We have top notes of black pepper, olibanum, tulip, and saffron. Middle notes of ISO E Super, cashmere wood, and beetroot. And the base notes are vanilla absolute, papyrus, and black amber. I've been wearing Vanilla Era for about a month and on and off, and I'm still a bit undecided. I don't hate it, but I don't want it in a full size, but I didn't mind wearing it and I didn't mind layering it. So let me see if I can paint the picture. There's no doubt that this is a vanilla fragrance, but there's a spiciness, there's an amber, There's a woodiness, but it's not like Vanilla Woods. It's not like that at all. I would put it in the same category as Vanilla Woods from the 7 Virtues, but Vanilla Woods is a top runner for me. This is not Vanilla Woods at all. This is a smokier type scent. It has a smokiness to it, and it's really hard for me to pick out some of the notes that are here. I really don't know what beetroot would smell like or anything like that. All I can say is there's a pepperiness to it, so that's probably the black pepper. There's definitely the vanilla absolute, that cashmere. I'm not getting tulip and saffron and the florals, but I am getting something that is smoky, that is spicy. This vanilla is a vanilla that is unisex. So if a man was wearing this, I think I would really like it on him, but I don't know if I like it as much on me. The more I wore this fragrance throughout the day, the more I liked it and the more comforting it was, but it's not gonna be a top running vanilla. This fragrance does last all day, and I wore it, I sprayed it on my clothes. I could smell it on my clothes all day. I'm very careful about spraying perfume on my skin. Recently I had a breakout and I'm trying to figure out, I've been trying perfume body oil, and you know, when you try a whole bunch of things, then it's hard to figure out what's the cause. So I just sprayed this on my hoodie, and you could definitely smell it at the end of the school day. Bottom line on this, I'm undecided about how much I like this fragrance. I do like it. I don't think I love it. I don't think I would get a full bottle. I knew with Woodphoria from Boy Smells, I knew I wanted that in a full bottle once I tried the sample. But this one, I think I'd like to smell it more on a man than I would want to smell on myself. If you've smelled Tavani by Net, which is a clean perfume house at Sephora, it reminds me of that. I wanted to say it's more of like a salty type of vanilla, but I'm not really sure if that's an accurate description. I would just say more smoky. And I think if you're looking for a unique vanilla fragrance, this is definitely unique. I think this one, I think Vanilla Woods, those are the two most unique vanilla scents that I have tried since I've been into fragrance like that. And it's gonna stay. Like, I'm gonna use the sample. I just don't think I would purchase it in a large bottle just because they're so expensive. So that's Vanilla Era by Boy Smells. Let me know if you smelled it and let me know what you think. Had to get my poppy soda, y'all. Y'all know I did not get the poppy lip gloss. Oh my gosh, the poppy lip oil. I love me some poppy, y'all. I do. If you have not tried poppy, it's expensive, but it's worth it. That's not sponsored at all. It's just I love it because I like drinking things other than water, but I try to be good. And that has prebiotics in it. I'm really trying to be about that gut health life. All right, we're gonna move on to fragrance number 2, which is another vanilla, y'all. Now this fragrance, y'all, is sold out on Sephora right now, but I purchased it from the Phlur website, and y'all know I love me some Phlur, y'all. This is Vanilla Skin, y'all. Okay, you all were telling me about Vanilla Skin. You all were not lying. You were like, Cara, you will love this. You did not lie to me. It's actually a hair and body spray. I'm just seeing that, so let me just go ahead, because why not? Oh my, okay. This is the travel size, and if they had the other one in stock, I would have just gotten the big one. So we have top notes of sugar, pink pepper, and red apple. Middle notes of cashmere wood, jasmine, and lily. And base notes of vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, and agarwood. This. Okay, so first of all, I wore this on one side and I wore Vanilla Air on both. They go great together. I could smell both of them at the end of the day. This is a sugary, sweet vanilla with a little bit of spice. I'll be honest, I'm not really getting red apple. I don't know what pink pepper smells like, but I will say sugar, cashmere, and vanilla, and sandalwood. Those are the notes that stand out to me. Thankfully, I don't get jasmine and lily. I don't want that. I don't want that with my vanilla. This is more of an edible vanilla, whereas Vanilla Era is not an edible vanilla. This is more of like a gourmand vanilla. This I would compare to a vanilla 28 from KLE. It's a vanilla that you can put on first and then layer other things on top. It's not super unique where you're gonna put something else with it and it's not gonna smell right. The vanilla era, that's one where if you put it on with something else, it could possibly not smell right. But this one, the vanilla skin, the vanilla 28 from KLE, these are vanillas where you can put them with anything pretty much and just add that creaminess to it.
Mom, come to the bathroom. Oh.
So you just want to let him go to the bathroom. That's too much for me. I want to finish recording.
Yeah.
Marky's probably going to be in there for a while because the harassment is real. If you're looking for just a beautiful classic vanilla that's going to smell good with everything, that's going to make your hair smell good, this is the one. I can definitely see why this has been out of stock. The other ones haven't been out of stock. They had like Mango Woods and Amber Haze. I have not smelled them. They have not been out of stock, but Vanilla Skin has been out of stock. I completely understand. So this is definitely a yes. It is light, it's creamy. It's not super strong where it's gonna offend somebody. I know that there are some people that vanilla is nauseating. So I'm sure that this will probably be nauseating because it's a true vanilla. So if vanilla makes you nauseous, I would not go with this one. But if you're looking for something that you could put on with anything that you can layer, this is gonna be a really good vanilla. It's really classic and I like it. I'm so glad I was able to get my hands on it. Hopefully it will come back in stock at Sephora soon. Again, I did get this from the Phlur website, but it's sold at Sephora, so I definitely wanted to talk about it in this video. Next, we're gonna talk about a brand new one. This is brand new, and this is just gonna be an initial impression. I wasn't gonna do a whole video on this, so I think this is the perfect video to do this with. This is From the Garden by Maison Margiela. This is the newest fragrance from this house, and this one, the notes were just different. So I really just wanted to smell it. The top notes are tomato leaf and green mandarin. The middle notes are geranium and the base notes are patchouli. I think there are some other notes in here, but this is more of a fresh, spicy, green fragrance and is different, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you, it smells like a garden and it smells like mandarin. I wore this the other night. I put it on as soon as I got it. This is not gourmand at all. It's not even really woodsy. When I smell this, I think I'm smelling the tomato leaf. It reminds me of vegetation and mandarin. It is earthy, it's fresh. It reminds me a little bit of celery. There's no celery note or anything like that in here, but it might be the spice in here. I really like it. When I first smelled it, I just wasn't sure. I was like, I've never smelled anything like this before. I have nothing in my collection that I could compare this to. I don't even think I have anything in my collection that I would layer this with, to be honest with you. I just don't. So, oh God. But it is good. So you get the citrus from the mandarin. I think what I'm smelling, that it smells fresh and green. I think that's the tomato leaf. And again, there's no celery here, but it just, celery might be the wrong word because celery smells really strong to me, and that's not how this smells. But it's definitely an earthy, vegetable-like fragrance. And I'm trying to think, when would I wear this? It's definitely more of a summertime fragrance. I was thinking the wine festival maybe, or maybe if I was outside gardening, because I'm all about smelling good no matter where I am now because I have so much fragrance, and on a hike, like something like that. The more I smell this, the more I really love it. And I have nothing to compare it to, so it's probably not helpful for y'all. I have nothing that I would wear this with. This is a solo. I wouldn't even do a sandalwood. Nothing goes with this. If you like fresh and green fragrances, this is gonna be it, y'all. And I would definitely consider getting this one in a full bottle for sure. I would also consider getting Vanilla Skin in the larger size when they have it. So I hate to say I'm putting this on my list for the spring VIB, but I am. I really like it. It is so unique. So let me know if you purchased it. It's oddly good, and I'm happy. I'm happy to have it. I got it last night, so I just, you know, have been smelling it last night, today, and I'm like, no, I think I really do like this. I'm gonna wear it to work and see how I feel. I can give you all an update. So this is more of a first impression type review for this one. So From the Garden by Maison Margiela. So we're going to another brand new fragrance, brand new, and I think Phlur is becoming one of my top fragrance houses. I did a video for one of their discovery sets, and then I am going to talk about my baby father figure because I don't think I gave father figure its just due. But we're going to talk about Mood Ring right now. Mood Ring in this green bottle. I love it. And you know, it's crazy because From the Garden and Mood Ring, you know, our spring, summer fragrances. And I also see that Dead Cool has a Sunlit Blooms fragrance out. So, you know, they're getting us ready. They're moved on from winter, even though winter isn't even here. Those winter and fall heavy fragrances. And now we are going to the spring and summer. So Mood Ring is a fruity floral, and it has top notes of orange and pitaya, which this looks like I guess that's a dragon fruit, because that's what the picture looks like. And then it's supposed to be notes of like fruit gummies. And then the middle notes are jasmine, sambac, orange blossom, and marigold, and the base notes are amber, musk, and patchouli. Jury is still somewhat out on Mood Ring as far as would I get this in a large bottle, but for a travel size, I do like it. I'm going to use it. So there's an orange and there's a fruity, orangey opening. It does smell almost like gummy bear-esque. And then when it dries down, you get the musk and the amber. So if Gummy Bear Musk was a fragrance, I think it would be Mood Ring. I wore Mood Ring to work. I could smell it at the end of the day. I didn't even bring it with me to touch it up because I have a habit of doing that because I just like to smell it fresh. But I could smell it all day. I did not spray it on my skin. I just sprayed it on my clothes. As I said, at the end of the day, I could really smell it. I have to say, I thought Mood Ring was going to be like a #1 scent. You know, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, yes. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm not saying that it is just yet. I am saying that I like it. It smells like juicy, like kind of Kool-Aid, like I would say. And I like that. I just think that maybe it's also the time of year, because I think right now people are into like heavier fragrances. And, you know, I'm thinking now of my gourmands, my woodsy fragrances, my chocolate fragrances. So this has a whole different vibe right now for me. So I probably have to table this one until I'm really in the mood for it. I will say that this is more of a fragrance that, like, wearing it to bed right now is good, things like that. But I do like it. I'm just not sure if I want a full bottle of it, but I do like it. Yeah, I do. Let me know if you've tried Mood Ring. It's definitely worth trying it in a travel if you're curious, because I don't know. I haven't watched any reviews. I just can't see anybody not liking this, but I'm sure there's some people that don't like it. But you see, I've already kind of put a dent in it.
If we had a YouTube channel, what would you think it would be?
I don't know.
I know, but just picking
the Harassment Brothers. I'll think on it, okay? All right, I love you. Because he stayed wanting a YouTube channel. Sorry, good night. I also wanted to say that I don't really get too much floral. I just get a lot of the fruitiness, and I get a lot of the musk. And I'm okay with not getting the florals. I'm just not too much of a floral person. It's very rare when I like florals. So that is Mood Ring by Phlur. Okay. All right, this next one, y'all. Okay. Cherry Ambition. This is by the Seven Virtues. And if you know me, cherry is probably one of my favorite notes, if not my favorite note. That one, vanilla, probably like sandalwood. Those are like the three. This one has top notes of cherry, pink pepper, and marshmallow, as well as mandarin orange. Middle notes of saffron, cherry blossom, orris, and osmanthus. And bottom notes of vanilla, frankincense, amber, guaiac wood, and musk. Initially, when I saw all those notes, I'm like, this is probably going to be kind of like a Tom Ford Lost Cherry scent, not like my Cherry Punk that has like the leather in it. I have my Devious perfume here from Ilk, which, oh my God, I love a cherry note. I really, really do. Ooh, about to drop. Oh God, dropping everything. I love me a cherry note. I'm getting excited. I don't get marshmallow in here. I'm surprised to see that, but the cherry, I'm not getting orange, maybe the pink pepper. There's a woodsy note in here, so that's probably like coming from the frankincense and the wood in the bottom note, and the saffron. That's really what I'm smelling here: cherry, saffron, and then the woods in the bottom. I don't really get vanilla in here either, which is okay, maybe a bit, but that's really not what stands out to me. Really like this, and I have a hard time if I tried to like rank my cherry fragrances. I did a video on cherry fragrances, but if I had to rank them, it would be really tough because there's little nuances in the scents that are different, but I like all of the ones that I have because of those slight nuances here. This is another one that I have worn. I have been wearing it, and I don't have too much of a dent in here, but I have been wearing it since I purchased it from VIB, and I like it. I like it a lot. I didn't have any doubts that I would. This is my third fragrance from the Seven Virtues. I have Vanilla Wood and Santal Vanille. I like all three of them, and I've also done a discovery set video. So they have some really, really nice fragrances, and this is the newest, and I really like it a lot. It definitely has a little spice to it. This would go great with angel share, something like that. It would be beautiful with that cinnamon kind of cherry cognac pie, apple pie type fragrance. This would be perfect with it. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what kind of cherry that it is. I know it's got some cherry blossom in here, but I personally don't really pick up the florals from this fragrance at all. Is it a safe blind buy? I'm not sure. I think if you like cherries, I think if you like Lost Cherry, you would like this one. That's the closest thing I can describe it to. So that is Cherry Ambition from the Seven Virtues. That's my baby. I love it. Okay, we've got 3 more fragrances left. So next we're gonna go to Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. And this one is definitely a gourmand fragrance. It has top notes of candied lemon. It has middle notes of orange blossom, panna cotta, and rum, and base notes of vanilla. The closest fragrance I have to this one is by Acro, and it is the fragrance Bake. Today I was smelling one on each arm and just trying to figure out the differences because a lot of the notes are the same. And even though it's candied lemon in the top notes, it kind of smells orange to me. This kind of smells like a creamsicle, and I love it. It's orange and vanilla, or lemon and vanilla, and I love that. And when it dries down, I think that with Bake, you smell more of a sharp lemon scent. I was gonna say like a meringue or something like that. Maybe not a meringue, but something a little more syrupy and Bake. Whereas this one, I think the lemon really blends in with the other notes when it dries down. Whereas Bake, you can still smell the lemon, to me, really sharp. And that's the difference, because I wore both for a while today so I could speak on them. I think this is a safe blind buy if you like gourmands, if you like creamsicle type scents or lemon pound cake type scents. This would be definitely safe. And it's not super strong, it's not offensive. It's gonna smell really nice up close. I think this is gonna layer really well with other vanilla scents. I could even see wearing this with something like a citrus scent, like a Tangerine Boy from Phlur. If you wanted to make it more of a summertime scent, I think you could really amp up that citrus in this fragrance. So I really like it. The bottle is really pretty if you're into like packaging or whatever. There's also like a sweetness in here that Bake doesn't have. And I don't know if that's like this panna cotta or the rum. I'm not sure, but there's definitely a difference between this one and Bake, but they're really close. And I'm just bringing up Bake because I do think if you have Bake, you don't necessarily need to get this one. I just happen to have both. I wasn't really sure. And I'm getting better at smelling things, so I wouldn't have known. But I can tell you, you don't need both. But this one is really nice. All right, we have 2 more fragrances, and this next one is no longer at Sephora, but I still think is being sold on the Joe Malone website. And this one is Ginger Biscuit, and it came with this cute little bow because it's part of, I guess, a limited release that the house does for holidays. They also had orange bitters, which I did miss out on. I chose not to get that because I just couldn't get both, but I thought Ginger Biscuit would be really unique. And this is a warm, spicy fragrance with top notes of ginger, cinnamon, and nutmeg, middle notes of caramel and hazelnut, and base notes of vanilla and tonka bean. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say straight off the bat, if you don't like ginger, no, this is a hard no, okay? Because this is a very ginger heavy fragrance in the opening and when it dries down. You can smell that ginger, it is there. I am a huge fan of ginger. I've been doing my ginger turmeric shots that I make. Try and get my little immunity together. But oh my gosh, I love this. So ginger and cinnamon, it's very spicy. I don't get caramel from this, and I'm happy about that. I just don't think I would enjoy the caramel note too much. There's vanilla, there's tonka. It is spicy. And I layered this with Devotion, and I layered it with Bake, and that is a yes. I was telling Jamie about it. It smells so good. This is another fragrance that it's not strong, but people will smell it on you because someone said something. I think someone said cookies, that it smelled like cookies. And I was like, is it this? And they were like, yes. I think these dry down, like a lot of these vanillas really dry down to more of the skin scent, and that's okay. But it's enough that when you walk by someone or you're in their vicinity that they can smell it. And I'm not saying I need people to smell me because I want to smell good for myself, but it doesn't hurt like to get a compliment or to walk by someone or someone to be near you and say, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I love that, but it's never strong. It's never offending anyone in my experience. And I really like this. You can layer this with a vanilla 28. You could layer this with a vanilla skin. As I was saying, you could layer it with Devotion, that creamsicle type smell that has that underlying vanilla in it. But this is very unique. This is not something I would wear in the summertime. It's more of a winter, Christmassy, holiday type fragrance. It reminds me of get-togethers. It reminds me of gingerbread. It reminds me of smells like that. So let me know if you purchase this one. I think Devotion is also a fragrance that you would, fall, winter, yeah. The fruity ones are more summery for me, and the wintry ones have like those vanillas. I mean, I could wear vanilla all year round, but like the ones with the rum and the spice, the ginger, the cinnamon, all those types of notes, those remind me of wintry holiday type scent. So we're gonna do the last one, and this last one is my baby. And I just had to give it its just due because I never had a video focusing on it, and y'all know I love it. Father Figure, y'all. This is by Phlur, and this one. So I used up my travel size, and I couldn't be without it. I just couldn't. So I got this during the Sephora holiday savings event. We have top notes of fig, cassis, and water lily. Middle notes of orris root, iris, and jasmine. And base notes of musk, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli leaf. I don't know what notes I smell in this aside from fig because I did compare this to a couple other like samples I had that have fig in it. And that note is the same across the perfumes that I've smelled. and then the other things change. So I can point out the fig. This is unisex. Oh my gosh. And it reminds me of Vanilla Woods. I've worn both of them together. There's just a note in here that seems so similar to me. And neither one of these, I believe, have a tobacco note, but it just reminds me of that. I could wear this with Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. And in the top note, you just get the fig, and then I smell kind of that vanilla sandalwood. I'm not getting anything floral from here. I don't smell jasmine, and I'm not complaining about it at all. It is so good. It is unisex. I mean, on a man, I think Father Figure would smell so good. Devotion is definitely feminine leaning. I don't know. Ginger Biscuit. I think Ginger Biscuit is unisex. Father Figure is unisex. And I wasn't sure how I felt about this, but then when I was without it, I knew. I was just like, I miss it. I even kept the empty travel size afterwards and just tried to like get something out of it, but to no avail. This is a fall winter scent. I'm not thinking about this for the summertime, but I love it. I would wear it to bed. It's a smell that lasts all day. I think fig. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. I did my Wegmans order and forgot to try to order some fresh figs because I've never had figs before. So I'm really curious to try them out and see if the smell relates to the food at all. Anyway, yeah, Father Figure is really good. It is so good. It's not to me, a gourmand. I don't know what it is, but it's a comfort smell for me. I really like it. Anything that kind of has like a tobacco woodsy note is great. The vanilla in it is great. And then with the fig note, it's just all around a really nice scent. It's definitely, like I said, unisex. So that's gonna be it, y'all. I'm sad. That's all I have to talk about. If you are wondering about the new Kayali Sparkling Lychee fragrance, I did a whole video on that. So I will link that. And I also shared my other Kayali fragrances, but I like the Kayali as well. And it just looks like the perfume houses are, you know, moving us into the next season. So they're already preparing us, and that's what we're going to see. I don't know if we're going to see any more fall and wintry scents coming out. I guess they did that during the summertime. So that's all I've got for you today. Let me know if you have any of the fragrances that I mentioned and how you're feeling about them. I will continue to keep you updated, but these are the ones I've been wearing lately, and I have more than that. I also have some niche fragrances from Fantasy Cosmetica I'm still wearing. This is the newest one, so I will be talking about that really soon. I have just fallen in love with fragrances because, I don't know, smelling certain things are very calming for me, very good for my anxiety. They're very comforting, and it can really impact my mood. So I realized that smelling a certain way or smelling certain things really impact me and really affect me. So I like trying different ones, even if they're not up my alley. And this has just been really fun to do. I hope you enjoy listening to me talk about the fragrances. Please share like your scent profile. What kind of fragrances do you like? Are there notes that are just non-negotiables for you, like they cannot have certain notes in them? Let me know, because I would just love to know. I love to hear about your preferences. And if you have any other fragrances that you're curious about, let me know that too, because I may have them and haven't talked about them, because I don't talk about fragrances as much as like my eyeshadow palettes and the makeup stuff, but I'm definitely growing a really nice collection. And these videos, they don't do well, but I love talking about it. So I'm going to continue making fragrance content, because it's not even about it doing well. It's something that makes me happy. So let me know, and I'll let you know whether or not I have the fragrance or not, and I can let you know my thoughts. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another day of FRIZZMAS. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.